36.
I request a non-playing member from Team Adishankara to be present at the commentator's desk for scoring purposes. Here we are underway the first semi-final of the All Kerala Professors Meet 2023 held at the FISAT Cricket Ground. First match taking place between College of Engineering TLSRY and Adishankara. Having won the toss, Adishankara deciding to bowl first. The opening batsman for College of Engineering TLSRY being jersey number 19 Shabin, the man in form, having scored 62 runs in his last game. He'll be pretty confident heading into this game. And to accompany him, we have the captain of College of Engineering TLSRY, jersey number 36, Nikhil Dharman. Well driven that straight to the fielder. This being in the same format, the semi-finals and the finals will be a game of 12 overs. The same rules apply. A batting power play of 3 overs, after which you will be allowed a maximum of 5 fielders outside the ring. Good start this from Ebinjoy, the person in the man in form for the team from Adishankara with the ball and with the bat, having won 2 back-to-back man of the match awards for his side, helping his team reach the semi-finals. A loose delivery, that one, the last one, unable to put it away, the batsman Shabin. 5 dot balls this. Important to know that we still haven't seen a maiden over thus in this All Kerala Professors Meet 2023. Hard try that for the fielded cow. To the man at point. 1 run at the first over. Good shape that from the opening bowler Ebinjoy. Keeping his line and length consistently. The new bowler in for Adishankara being Eldo Matthew. First strike throws. Wide signal by the umpire. Way outside the line of off stump. Good shape this from the opening bowler, the other bowler I should say, Eldo Matthew. The same line which Ebinjoy had kept, just outside off stump, pitching it in the good length area. Unable to connect with the batsman, jersey number 19, Shabit. After a series of dot balls, converting it to a single. Good thinking this from the batsman, but also to be noted, you can't afford to have too many dot balls, especially when you're having a game of just 12 overs. And with that single, it brings the captain of the TLSRY side, jersey number 36, Nikhil Dorman, on strike. Up in the air, straight to the fielder long on, and he takes the catch. A first ball duck for the captain. Will be very disappointed with himself that he could make it count in the semi-final match for his side. A well judged catch shot from the previous over bowler Ebinjoy. Good partnership between the bowlers. A series of dot balls, just considering a single in the first over, now yielding them a wicket. Good disciplined bowling this from both the bowlers to open the bowling for Adi Shankara. With one ball remaining in this very successful Eldo Matthew over, jersey number 19, the batsman Shabin on strike. A hot chance that for the fielder at Cars. Nevertheless, first boundary to the in-form batsman Shabin. First boundary for Shabin and for the team from TLSRY. After 2 overs, the team from TLSRY has scored 8 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. This being the last over of power play, important to see how jersey number 10 BQKM is going to see this bowler. White signal by the umpire, sliding down the left side. After a brilliant first over from Ebinjoy, important to keep that discipline. Well cut through point that. Good thing in this from the batsman, seeing an opportunity for a double there, converting it. The fielders are a little too casual out of the boundary. With the added semi-final pressure, any score on the board can seemed to be a little tricky. Very keen on taking that single. The striker Biju KM, jersey number 10. The batsman at the non-strikers end right now. Hot try that. After a series of dot balls with some back-to-back boundaries, Shabin finding his flow here. Very important for the batting side from TLSRY after losing their captain very cheaply. It's very important that his opening partner, jersey number 19, keeps going. A thick edge dot straight to the fielder. A very fine third man, I should say. A very fine third man, the captain himself, Dr. Aldoske, doing no mistake. With 2 balls remaining in this power play, important to see how the batsman Shabin responds. Just losing his shape there, the bowler. A wild heave, trying to clear the infield, trying to utilize this batting power play, unable to connect. The batsman Shabin will be very disappointed. Up in the air, landing in a no man's area. A single to end the power play and the third over. After 3 overs, the score for the TLSRY side is 18 for the loss of 1 wicket. Anish Vikraman, the new bowler for Adi Shankara. After the field restrictions have been lifted, will be very keen on providing with some boundaries whenever possible. The batsman jersey number 19 Shabin for the team from TLSRY. A big wide bat to open his bowling. Anish Vikraman. not able to judge that well. The fielder at the point region, Eben Joy, one of the tallest fielders on the pitch. As we have mentioned throughout this tournament, very unpredictable the bounce of the tennis ball. We can see the ball is very keen on keeping the ball dry. Straight to the field of the third man. As I was saying, we can see the bowlers trying to keep the ball very dry here. Just in the morning, just 30 minutes past 8, we can see some dew on the pitch. Wide signaled. This can all be a result of that dew I was just mentioning. It can get a little hard for the bowlers to grip the ball. Yet another wide, especially with these tennis balls having the fur very early into this innings. The fur seems to retain that dew. Can get even difficult for the bowlers to get a grip of the ball. A better bouncer that from the bowler Anish Vikraman. A long over this from the new bowler Anish Vikraman. 3 balls remain in this over. Stealing a single there, signal by the umpire. Every run will matter when it comes to that second innings. Good shot, that well driven. The fast-paced player, even Eben Joy not being able to cut that one. Just shows the power behind such a shot. Well driven that through the gap between car and point. Shabin with 3 boundaries now. Beg your pardon, 4 boundaries now. Shabin seems to be gaining some sort of form here, the batsman Shabin. Yet another swing and a miss. Not interested, a feeble appeal. A confused appeal that I should say. The umpire never interested. After 4 overs, the score for the TLSRY side is 31 for the loss of 1 wicket. New bowler brought into the attack by the captain Dr. Aldoske. Just the new bowler for Adi Shankara. Not past the fielder at third man. looking at some previous match stats, just as important as the opening partnership from Nikhil Dorman, the captain, and jersey number 19. Important to note that jersey number 10, Biju came providing with some substantial support there in every innings. A wild swing and a miss that, unable to grasp the keeper. As I was saying, important to know that jersey number 10, Biju came providing with some good support throughout this tournament for the TLSRY side in helping them set a good total. Ball to the fielder, fine leg, single there, rotating the strike ball. After a series of dot balls in the power play, important that they don't waste up any deliveries in the next phase, in the current phase of the game. Unable to grab it, the keeper again. By signal by the umpire, they steal yet another single, bringing back the form batsman, jersey number 19, the batsman Shabin for TLSRY on strike. A low full toss that, getting on his knees. The batsman unable to quite get under the ball, heave it over that leg side boundary. Felt like he could have used his feet there a little more. But good thinking this from the keeper coming up to the stumps. Nudged straight back to the bowler. After 5 overs, the score for the TLSRY side is 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. Having some drinks there, the batsman can get more tiring as we move into the day. The sun not really making his presence felt right at this moment. Anish Wikraman, the bowler for Adi Shankara, back into the attack. Shabin on strike. Crashing into his legs there, stealing a leg by, as mentioned, always keeping that scoreboard ticking, the batting. A big wide this time from the bowler Anish Wikraman for Adi Shankara, thinking about a second run there. The batsman not quite in it. Good try there from the keeper. Could have just found his way to the stumps. Not necessarily throw there. Could have been a great chance for the Adi Shankara side to break this partnership as well. Both the batsmen not quite able to get the timing that they want. seeing the batsman coming down the ground, using his feet, the bowler pitches it short. Good thinking this from Anish Vikramin, the bowler for Adi Shankara. Not giving the batsman anything there. The batsman really having to pave way for the runs here. A good delivery followed by a very casual one, I should say. Wide signal by the umpire, sliding down the leg side. These extras can really come to poke you, especially when you're chasing in a semi-final like this. A misfield that from the field rate point. Not much damage done there. Just a single. Good throw that from the outfield, has to be mentioned, from Eben Joy. Not quite able to spot the ball. The fielders at point, and the very square third man, the captain himself, races away to the boundary over the fielders at infield. 4 runs, nevertheless. Yet another boundary for Shabin. Even though jersey number 19 Shabin finding that out boundary, not quite able to time the ball very well. Especially the dew may be a factor for the same. Yet another ball sliding down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. Yet another very lengthy over this from the bowler Anish Vikramin for Adi Shankara. Up in the air that. After 6 overs, the score for the team from TLSRY is 46 for the loss of 47 for the loss of 1 wicket. After 6 overs, we have our mandatory side change. An equidistant boundary we have here at the FISAT ground. Some cramps seeming to appear for the batsmen, the informed batsmen, their hope, their mainstay, the team from TLSRY. Jersey number 19, Shabin there. Seems to be going off the pitch. The batsman Jersey number 19, Shabin, the form player for College of Engineering, TLSRY. Man of the a brilliant performance in the last match from him. Seemed promising this match as well. An unfortunate end this to that innings from the keeper of Adi Shankar donning some bowling responsibilities now. Joe Moon, the new bowler. As I was saying, an unfortunate end to the innings for jersey number 19, Shabin. Some cramps there for the batsman. The new bowler for Adi Shankar, Joe Moon, the keeper. Off the mark straight away, the batsman, jersey number 7, Subhash. As I've mentioned in the previous matches, a pocket dynamite really, an all-round performance from jersey number 7 for College of Engineering, TLSRY. A brilliant batsman or bowler, man of the match performance for his all-round abilities in the first match for TLSRY. Definitely a vital player for the TLSRY side. High in the air, not quite able to get under the ball. The fielders can get very difficult in this bright sky. 2 runs completed there, and with those 2 runs, 50 runs up for the team from TLSRY. Yet again, high in the air, the fielder doing the right thing there, deciding not to go for the catch, just limiting some runs there. A below average score there at this current run rate, 94 runs, the projected score of the team from TLSRY. A very full length delivery that from Joe Moon. Jersey number 7, the batsman Subhash, not doing anything unnecessary here for the TLSRY side. After having lost both their opening batsmen, Nikhil Durman, very cheaply I should say, and the in-form Shabin. Very unfortunate end to his innings. Retired hurt after some leg cramps there. Biju came the man on strike. Good shot there down the ground, playing around the rise, unable to freeze arms, I should say, able to get onto the ball as well in the slot, punished by the batsman. Over complete after the end of 7 overs. The score for the team from TLSRY is 56 for the loss of 1 wicket. Just the bowler just continuing his spell for Adi Shankara here. Subhash, jersey number 7 on strike. Sliding onto his paths, playing it very late and fine. Good batting this from Subhash. His first boundary. A brilliant way to start the over with regard to the College of Engineering, the side from TLSRY. With 5 overs remaining, it's very important that the team from TLSRY have a few big overs here. As I was saying, any score on the board can put some pressure, can put some massive pressure on the team from Adi Shankara, because with the added semi-final pressure, anything can happen. A big wide that, stealing 2 runs there. Quick legs from the batsman Subhash. Wide signal by the umpire. Ooh, tough chance that, but a direct hit would have definitely done the job for the team from Adi Shankara. Good. Yet another loose delivery that from the bowler, Jis. Unable to quite find the middle of the bat. Jersey number 7, Subhash from TLSRY, the batsman. Coming down the ground there, the batsman Biju KM. Bisecting the fielders there. The field red point. Finding the gap between the fielder and mid wicket and square leg. Not a very powerful shot. Well placed that from the batsman Biju KM. After having completed 8 overs, the score for the team from TLSRY is 80 for the loss of one wicket. Beg your pardon, 70 for the loss of 1 wicket. Continuing the spell, Jomon. Not quite able to clear the fielders at infield. hitting the toe end of the bat. A mighty heave that from the batsman Bijuke. Yeah. Good batting this, even though not quite able to time the ball, always stealing that single, always alert, very proactive the batsman from TLSRY. Much necessary this. Up in the air this time, clearing that fielder. 4 runs, 4 run signal there by the umpire. Using his feet yet again. Not quite able to make that connection there. Jersey number 10, Bijuke. Have to hurt that. The hard tennis ball this. Right on the face. The batsman Subhash. After 9 overs being complete, 79 on the board after losing 1 wicket with 3 overs to remain. Expecting an onslaught now from the batsman from TLSRY. Quite hurt the batsman jersey number 7 Subhash after being hit on the face. With 3 overs remaining, 2 overs for Aldo Matthew and 1 over from Evan Joy. Going to be a tough ask this for the team from TLSRY to put up a good score on the board. But we'll have to wait and watch what they have in store for us, the batting side. Just pitching outside off stump, carrying to the keeper. Really has to start that onslaught now or never this. Being a knockout type of tournament, you really have no second chances. Trying to use his feet yet again. converting that ball, that full length ball, into a yorker that the batsman, a premeditated shot that from the batsman Biju came. Off the bat, signal the umpire. With 2 balls remain, bringing back the dangerous Subhash on strike now. Yet another single will not concern the team from Adi Shankar at this stage of the game. A good result, that, a single for the Adi Shankar side. Brilliant bowling this from the bowler Aldo Matthew. Good momentum going into his last over later on. With 2 overs remain, having 10 overs completed, the score for TLSRY is 82 for the loss of 1 wicket. With wickets in hand, as I was mentioning, the time for, it's really late now, but it's a now or never for the team from TLSRY. They really have to get going here. Bowler Ebinjoy into his final over, giving it all. The experienced Dr. Eldo K, the captain of the side, just allowing a single there. That ball has seemed to do the job from the Adi Shankar side. A ball pitching outside of in the full and good length area, just outside the line of off stump. A very successful ball that for the Adi Shankar side. Just to the shorter side, a very similar ball that to the previous one. Unable to connect the batsman Biju KM. With only 9 balls remaining in this TLSRY side innings, probably looking at somewhere around 15 to 20 runs in these last 9 balls. Driven down the ground, a very powerful shot that beating the fielders there. A welcome boundary that for the TLSRY side. 4 runs nevertheless to jersey number 10, the batsman Biju KM. Opening the face of the bat at the last moment. Unable to cut it out of the field at point. 4 runs, back-to-back 4s here. Much needed this for the TLSRY side. Jersey number 10, Biju KM doing it for the TLSRY side. With 1 ball remain. Up in the air this time. Taken, second chance there. A good wicket this after back-to-back boundaries. Good comeback this from Professor Ebinjoy. Going into the last over. Bringing back The new batsman into the crease, jersey number 8, Anis, the strike bowler for the team from Talasheri, donning some batting responsibilities now, heading into the last over of this batting innings. First semi-final of the All Kerala Professors Meet 2023 here at the FISAT ground. After 11 overs, the score for the batting side, the team from Talasheri, is 91 for the loss of 2 wickets. With 1 over remaining, the in-form bowler, Aldo Matthew, coming into the attack. Brilliant bowling figures this for Professor Aldo Matthews, having bowled 2.1 overs, just conceding 10 runs and taking a vital wicket off their captain Nikhil Dorman. With 5 balls remaining in his spell and the batting innings, after having driven 2-3 boundaries in that region straight down the ground, a very fine field position, this a very fine long on, I should say. 4 balls remaining in this batting innings from the Talasheri side. In the block hole, not trying anything special there at the bowler, getting off the mark straight away. Singles not much of a concern for the team, for the team from Adi Shankara. A big swing and a miss that. A loose single there. Stealing a single there, the batsman. Good taking this from the non-striker. Jersey number 8, Anis, who will have to don some major bowling responsibilities later into the day. Good ball this. Yet another ball in that same line and length, just outside the off stump. This and a beautiful 6 that in the deep mid wicket region. First 6 of the innings. Quite unable to spot the ball. The fielder nevertheless flies over his head. 6 runs to the batting side. Great momentum. Ending the batting innings on a positive note. The batting side, the team from Talasheri, after their quarter of 12 overs, the team from Talasheri has scored 100 runs on the board for the loss of 2 wickets. after after having limited the team from TLSRY to 100 runs, requiring 101 runs in their quota of 12 overs. The opening batsman being Dr. Eldos K, the captain of the side for the Adi Shankara team. To accompany him, we have the wicket-keeper bowler, Professor Jomon. To open the bowling, we have jersey number 8, Anis from the TLSRY side, one of the strike bowlers, providing the team with some important breakthroughs throughout the tournament. Straight in the hands of deep mid-wicket Subhash, jersey number 7. Good throw that. Even though he's taken only 3 wickets in the tournament, Professor Anis, jersey number 8 from the TLSRY side, with a brilliant economy of 6.67, building the pressure on the batting side regularly, helping other bowlers to take wickets for the TLSRY side. A very vital player for the TLSRY side, jersey number 8, Anis. Sliding down the leg side, waiting on that ball, the batsman Jomon there, opening his account straight away, or should I say opening the account, both the batsmen there. Well driven down the ground. Not quite getting the timing on it. No ball signaled by the umpire. No ball signaled by the umpire. 1 extra run and a free hit. Can use this as the opportunity for the batsman to get into full swing and full rhythm. Will be disappointed that he couldn't time that ball to perfection, the batsman. Brilliant shot, that first boundary of the innings in the name of the batsman Joe Moon, opening his boundary stats in style. That one bounce over the rope in the deep mid-wicket region. This can be very unsettling this for the bowler, especially an in-form bowler like Anis, especially a no ball followed by a boundary. Can be very unsettling this. Dipping on him. Good ball that. On his knees, the batsman. Not straight back to the bowler. On his knees yet again, dipping on the batsman. On the leg stump line this time around. And after completing the first over of this batting innings for Shankara, the score for the batting side is 9 runs, and after losing no wickets. Jersey number 10, Biju KM. Not quite getting his line right, the bowler there. Wide signal by the umpire, way outside the line of off stump. Again, not getting his line right, the bowler there. The new tennis ball can be a little hard to grip, especially with the fur on the body or the ball. A tough chance that for the keeper. A full stretch drive that from the keeper. Well appreciated by his fielding side. Nevertheless, the chance goes begging for the bowling side. Especially when you're defending a score below par. On this ground, you need to take those tough chances there as a fielding side. The captain has to depart here. A series of unfortunate events here. A very eventful over, I should say. Sheer negligence this from the captain of the batting side. Presence of mind there. Brilliant presence of mind there from the bowler. Really disappointed with that. With that turn of events, the batsman, the captain. The new batsman in for the Shankara side. Gautam D, the new batsman in. Wide signal by the umpire. Very full length delivery that on his knees yet again. Trying to heave it to the mid-wicket region. But important to know that both fielders are in the leg side. Up in the air this time around. Fielders coming, converging on it. A good catch that. Yet another piece of success for the bowler. Biju KM. Both the opening batsmen back in the pavilion. Key important breakthroughs here for the TLSRY side. Feeling that surge of confidence, very evident from their body language. Bringing out the bat after that dismissal. Their key batsman of the Adi Shankara side, the man in form with two back-to-back man of the match awards for his all-round performances throughout the tournament. What can he do? Also to be mentioned, a brilliant catch that from jersey number 8, Anis, after having completed the previous over, judging the ball to perfection, getting under it at the right time, giving him ample time, and not making any mistake. We've seen some easy catches go down this tournament, but not this time round when jersey number 8, Anis, is around. 3 balls remain in this over. The new batsman, Ebin Joy, at strike. Inspiring some field changes, bringing the fielder deep in wicket back into the circle, pushing point back. Up in the air, yet another chance for Anis. Converted yet again. A brilliant field change this. Coming into the circle, the previous ball right into his hands. Jersey number 8, Anis, making no mistake yet again. After a bad start to the over from jersey number 10, Biju KM. 3 wickets, I should say. All 3 have sheer brilliance and presence of mind. Good bowling performance this from jersey number 10, Biju KM. The new batsman into the crease, Eldo Matthew. It was a brilliant bowling performance that after bowling 3 overs, only conceding 17 runs. It is his turn with the bat now. Last ball of this very lengthy over. Playing it very late, angled into the body of the batsman, playing it very fine with the fielder inside the circle. Just had to beat that fielder. 4 runs, nevertheless. After 2 overs, the score for the Adi Shankara side is 17 for the loss of 3 wickets. Even though having conceded a 4 at the last ball. Oh, brilliant over that from jersey number 10, Biju KM, the bowler there. Would be very proud of himself. The captain and the side very happy after having taken 3 wickets in that over. But they know these aren't the wickets that matter. Not to belittle any batsman, but such is the magnitude of the batsman on strike. The strike player for the Adi Shankara side, Ebin Joy. "17 runs after 2 overs. 3rd over to start. Last over of the power play. A surge in the confidence of the TLSRY side, very evident after a mediocre batting performance. A brilliant start to the bowling innings this from the TLSRY side. just like any other batsman today, unable to get the timing until now. Up in the air yet again, jersey number 44 getting under it. The fielder mid off. Not quite able to judge it, the fielder there. The fielder at mid off region. Giving the batsman Eldo Matthew a lifeline. We'll have to wait and watch what sort of blessing in disguise this is for the batsman, for the batting side. Last ball of the over coming up. Good shot that, driven down the ground, beautifully timed that, beating the fielder at long on and mid off, giving the fielders no chance. 4 runs nevertheless. Of the last ball of the power play, 4 runs that awarded to the batsman Aldo Matthew. After 3 overs, the score is 24 for the loss of 3 wickets. The new bowler, jersey number 36, after the fielding restrictions have been lifted. Jersey number 36, Nikhil Thurman, the captain of the side, into the attack to the informed player, Ebin Joy. Up in the air, not quite sure if he's completed the catch. Lifelines here for both the batsmen, Ebin Joy and Aldo Matthew. This can prove to be very costly for the team from TLSRY. This is the partnership that they need to break. As mentioned, after having set up a mediocre batting performance, very important to hold on to these catches. By signal by the umpire. To the field with long on, jersey number 9, Sajad. Two balls remain in this Nikhil Thurman over. Could have been the most successful over this after taking the wicket of Ebin Joy, but not quite able to hang on to the ball there, the keeper. After 4 overs, the score for the Adi Shankara side is 28 for the loss of 3 wickets. After a very successful first over, Biju came continuing his spell here. Well cut to the fielder at point. Up in the air yet again. Not quite reaching the fielder there. Is mentioned just like any other batsman. Not quite able to get the timing there. The batsman Evan Joy, the informed batsman I should say, for the Adi Shankara side. After having completed 5 overs, the score for the Adi Shankara side is 31 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. After having completed 5 overs, the score for the Adi Shankara side is 31 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Very important that they rebuild their innings, the team from Adi Shankara. This partnership very vital. If at all they have to cross the finish line, this partnership has to do the job for them. They cannot leave it to their lower middle order batsmen. Nikhil Darman, the bowler brought back, the captain bringing himself back on into the attack. After the initial required run rate being 8 runs for over, just about 8 runs. the required run rate slightly creeping upon them, nearing the 10 run mark here, as they require 68 and 40 deliveries around. Up in the air, not quite going for the catch there. The fielder Vaishak, jersey number 18. Clean him up. Captain doing the job for his side. The most important wicket. Batsman Professor Ebinjoy realizing the importance of that wicket. Cleaning him up completely. Vivid celebration this from the bowling side, the team from TLSRY. Anish Vikraman, the new batsman. That wicket really has to boost their confidence. Very, very evident in these celebrations. Knowing the importance of that wicket, the team from TLSRY. After having lost four wickets in real quick succession, can be a real task this for the team from Adi Shankara. With that single, that marks the end of the 6th over. After 6 overs, the score for the Adi Shankara side is 36 for the loss of 3 wickets. Beg your pardon, 4 wickets. Subhash the Pocket Dynamite brought it to the attack. Jersey number 7 for the TLSRY side. Driven round the ground. Fielder just in place for such a shot. A single taken. Up in the air yet again. Fielders converge. Not quite able to complete the catch. Always the keepers catch that, especially the man with the glass. A thick edge that going straight into the air. Dot ball then. Good start this to the over from jersey number 7, Subhash. High up in the air. Fielders converge. Not quite carrying the ball over the fence there. 2 runs completed. Nevertheless, good feeling. A good combination that from the long on and long off fielders. Sajjad and Anis just keeping it inside, keeping the ball inside the play. Up in the air yet again, landing in a no man's area. Just number 8, Anis this time round in the long off region. With 1 ball remaining in this pretty decent over this from Subhash. Up in the air, 3rd time now. Dropped, another chance put down. Not quite up to the mark. The fielding from the TLSRY side. Not a good sign. This you can't afford to be too casual on the field. As mentioned, you're not defending a big score. Just a mere 100 runs on the board, and after 7 overs being complete, the score for Adi Shankar is 43 for the loss of 4 wickets. They still require 58 runs in 30 balls. A required run rate of 11.6, touching the 12-run mark, where they'll require 2 runs per ball. Can get very difficult to the latter parts of the game. Good bowling that wet a ball right in the block hole, missing it completely the batsman. Jersey number 18. Jersey number 18, Vaishak Ravindran, the new bowler, into the bowling attack for the TLSRY side. Yet another delivery high up in the air. Can this chance be converted? Yes, it can be. Yet another breakthrough. Breakthroughs at regular intervals for the side. ball that. Clean him up. First delivery. The new batsman Joseph has to depart for a golden duck this time round.
That's a hat-trick chance for the bowler FISAT KP. That's a wonderful bowling and a hat-trick for FISAT KP. First hat-trick in the tournament.
What a time to bring the first hat-trick. What a time to bring the first hat-trick of the tournament right in the semi-final. Right in the semi-final of this All Kerala Professors Meet 2023. Brilliant bowling this from Vaishak Ravindran, jersey number 18. 3 wickets. Nevertheless, really making the chances, really reducing the chances, I should say, for the team from Adi Shankara here. After having lost 7 wickets, this really has to be the TLSRY side's game. After a mediocre bowling performance, excellent bowling performance this from the TLSRY side. Meanwhile, I also request for the second semi-final, the captain of the Docket side and the captain of the FISAT side to be present at the commentator's desk for the toss for the next match. Up in the air yet again, another opportunity, but fielders not converging. Last ball of this brilliant Vaishak over coming up. This over really has changed the momentum, the course of the match, I should say. Fortune also favouring the Brave. Good bowling changes, good bowling performances. The TLSRY side looking strong. Brilliant fielding performance that complementing the bowlers, living up to expectations. The fielder, after having a relatively bad fielding outing, good stop that from the fielder at the point region. After 8 overs being complete, the score for the Adi Shankara side is 45 for the loss of 7 wickets. They still require 56 in 24 balls. A brilliant bowling performance that from Vaishak. It is the first. It's to be noted that yet on the wild swing and a miss, with the required run rate being 14 runs per over. Nikhil Durman, jersey number 36, brought back into the attack now. Up in the air yet again. Vaishak, jersey number 18, under the ball, completes the catch. Really nearing victory here. the team from TLSRY. A very tough chance that, keeping low on the keeper, not quite carrying to the keeper. Jersey number 13, Rinal there. Nevertheless, a good hand that from the keeper. Can be a little tricky, those under edges. Sliding down the leg side, wide signal by the umpire. They really need a miracle, the Adi Shankara team here. Pitching it in the right areas, the bowler Vaishak would have done his confidence a world of good. That hat-trick the previous over, getting 3 crucial wickets, stamping down victory. Up in the air, jersey number 13, Rinal this time round. Unable to get to the ball through his hands. Tough chances this for the keeper, jersey number 13, Rinal. Yet another swing and a miss. Is mentioned, pitching it in the right areas, forcing the batsman to drive with the natural movement of Vaishak Ravindran coming into the left-hander. With 1 ball remaining in this, yet another brilliant over from Vaishak Ravindran, jersey number 18 from the TLSRY side. Into his body yet again, into the left-hander's body. Good job this. After 10 overs being complete, the score for the Adi Shankara team is 48 for the loss of 8 wickets. Still requiring 53 runs in 12 balls. Brought back into the attack by the captain, jersey number 8, Anis, for his last over. Wild swing yet again, a very half-hearted attempt at swing and a miss, carries to the keeper. A strong appeal that from the fielding side. Quite disappointed. Quite disappointed the decision wasn't in his favour. The bowler.
Nevertheless, a single.
Beg your pardon, double that. A boundary after a long time. This a much needed boundary there, but is it a little too late? Nevertheless, 4 runs for the batting side. 54 runs on the board now. As we have both the teams lining up, ready to go. The FISAT strikers taking on TKPR Ernakulam for the last spot in the finals. Wide signal by the umpire. After 3 balls remain in the Sanas over. Yet another boundary for the batsman. With 2 balls remaining in this over, the score is 59 for the loss of 8 wickets. The team from Adi Shankar still require 42 in 8 balls. A very tough ask this, especially when you have a quality bowling lineup like the TLSRY side. Wide signal way outside the stump of off stump. Way outside the line of off stump, I should say. 1 extra there. Up in the air. Running backwards the fielder finally. Could be an opportunity this. Nevertheless, 2 runs completed. Not much of a concern for the team from TLSRY. One ball remain in this over. In 1 over, the team from Adi Shankar require 39 runs. A brilliant bowling performance this from the team from TLSRY side. Jersey number 44, Dinil brought into the attack. Really looking themselves in the finals here. The team from TLSRY. Can be a really tough chance this, especially when you're running backwards. 4 runs there, 2 fielders converging. Thirty-five required in the last 5 balls. Good feeling that. Just shows the passion for the game, especially a side when they're traveling from such relatively longer sides from the west side of Kerala, TLSRY, and booking a spot in the final. Will be really proud of themselves. The team from TLSRY here, after a mediocre batting performance, brilliant bowling performance this. Not letting themselves down. With the ball here, the team from TLSRY. Last ball remaining in this over. Delight in the face of the TLSRY camp here. That pretty much does it for the TLSRY side, booking the first spot in the finals later today. A comprehensive win in the first semi-final of the day. A win by 33 runs for the team from TLSRY. Shaking hands there. With one slot being booked, up for grabs is another spot in the finals played later today. And for that spot, we have the Torkage from Ernakulam taking on the home team, FISAT Strikers. In a relatively low scoring game with a brilliant batting performance, a steady, providing some substantial support, the batsman Biju came for scoring 32 runs in 27 balls at a strike rate of 118 runs, and also for taking 2 wickets in his quarter of 2 overs, and conceding only 11 runs. Jersey number 10, Biju KM, has been adjudged the man of the match from the TLSRY side. I kindly request Professor Sino, the Chief Librarian, to present the Man of the Match award to jersey number 10, Biju KM of the TLSRY side.